Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Moresby Tonight. Great to have your company once again. It's going to be a massive show tonight. We've got some special guests on the show as well. We've got the guest judge for this weekend's Vocal Fusion, our top 5. The guest judge is going to be with us on set to talk about her music and everything about herself. Yep, who am I speaking of right now? Paulini is in the country, so yeah, we'll be joining her in segment 2. But right now, speaking of Vocal Fusion, this week is very, very crucial for all our contestants. We're down to our last 5 contestants, and this week also we get to find out which 4 contestants will make it through to the grand final in 2 weeks' time. So without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is how these 5 got to our top 5. Welcome back to Moresby Tonight. Right, like I mentioned earlier on, we're going to be chatting to our guest judge for Vocal Fusion, this Sunday, and joining me on set is none other than the beautiful Miss Paulini, all the way from Australia. How's it going, Paulini?
It's going really well so far. I'm excited to be in PNG. This is my second time here. But I really want to see, I really want to just have a few hours just to kind of walk around and see what's out there.
All right, the first time you were here, what were you here for?
I just did a gig with a company that was, that had been here for a long time, and I basically flew in, did the gig that night, and then flew back out, what usually happens when you go overseas for a gig. You just kind of fly in and fly out again. You can say that. I mean, I always say, oh look, I've been here and there, but I've never really been there because I only get there and then I've got to leave.
Sweet. Right, for all the Paulini fans out there, could you please squeeze it into a little box and tell us the Paulini story?
Okay, I'm the youngest of 6. I was born in Fiji. I moved over to Sydney, Australia when I was 3 years old. I pretty much lived there all my life. And then I've always loved singing, from an early age. I started singing in church, actually. That's where I learnt how to sing. My whole family sings, and then I basically just, in school, I was always involved in a lot of, singing projects that were happening, all talent quests and stuff like that. I was always the first one to put up my hand and be like, can I have a turn, And then I basically auditioned for a show called Idol, Australian Idol, and from then on, it just kind of, my dreams basically, I can actually say came true. From then on, I got a record deal with Sony BMG, and then
wow. Yeah. All right. Now, this weekend, this Sunday, we're going to be very privileged to have you on Vocal Fusion. Now, just to put it into perspective, what was it like for you? You've been in all these other talent quests and all that stuff, but to actually make it through to Idol, personally, like the experience.
It's an experience that I'll never forget. It's one of those experiences where it'll stay with you forever, and I think I learnt so much in such a little time on the show. I mean, I was on there for maybe a month or 2 months, but you learn so much because things are happening so quickly. And coming from a church background, I wasn't quite exposed to a lot of the world. I was very protected by my parents. So when I did get on the show, I had to force myself to become more open my whole view on life had to change very quickly, and I found that a little hard. I had to be more out there, I had to be outspoken and just to be less shy, I guess, and yeah, the whole experience was amazing. I got to meet so many great contestants, all the other guys like me, Guy, Shannon and Cosima were the last 4. And I still keep in touch with them now. And, we made great friends and learnt so much while we were on the show. It was just an eye-opening experience for me. I thank God that I did it because it really did kind of give me a taste of what the music industry is.
Right. Yeah. Now, from humble beginnings, you went to Idol. You're a star now, but people are wondering, like, okay, she sings, but what does she listen to?
Yeah, I get that asked a lot. I listen to a lot of the old school kind of artists, like I love Aretha Franklin, I love Nina Simone. Who else? Elton John, like all those guys. I find melodically their music was and still is very current. All of those old school songs, like Michael Jackson and all those guys, it's timeless. And the Beatles, all of those guys. It's because they write so simply, but it's real melodic lines. It's real. I find it easy to listen to and to remember too. So I listen to a lot of the old artists, but all of the new ones that are coming out now, which. I love Beyonce. I'm a huge Beyonce fan, but I also love Alicia Keys. Jennifer Hudson. Who else? Sam Smith. I really appreciate these guys who are coming out with more kind of raw music styles, because I think we need that. I think we've been the music industry is kind of is not producing that kind of that style of music. So it's great to see some of the artists that are out right now bring back that kind of old school style of singing.
Now, it's great to have you in PNG. Speaking of PNG, have you performed elsewhere within the Pacific?
I have, well, basically Fiji and Vanuatu, I've gone there, and PNG now. Right. So yeah, this is good. It's the beginning of a huge kind of concert that I'd like to do in the Pacific.
Oh yeah. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. Right, Vocal Fusion, you're a guest judge on the show this Sunday. You looking forward to it? I
am. It's, you know why? Because for the first time, I'm not going to be criticised for what I'm wearing or what I'm singing.
Your pitch, your tone.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be on the other side, so this is good. Like I think, you know, I feel comfortable doing that now because I've had a little bit of experience. So I can't wait to see the talent. I've been watching their YouTube clips, and you know, it's amazing. I think there really is great talent there. It just needs to be pushed and nurtured.
That's right. All right, now getting back to your music, you've been a busy bee in the studios, haven't you? I have. You've done some new music. Tell us about it.
Well, my new album, which is called Come Alive, it's coming out on the 29th of May next month. And I also have a single coming out on the 15th of May, which is called By My Side. I released one already, Air It All Out, which is one of my favourite tracks on the album.
All right.
And yeah, I've just been in the studio, and for the last 5 years, I've just been writing. That's one thing I never really kind of was into when I first started. But after the Young Divas, I did a group, I was involved in a group called the Young Divas. After that, I kind of said to myself, look, I really need to take time out to do a bit of writing and to really kind of find who I was in my music. You know, I kind of felt lost in the beginning, and I was pretty much always told what to do, kind of thing. But then I just took, you know, a few years out just to kind of work on my songwriting, work on who I was as an artist, what kind of music I wanted people to listen to. That was me, and believe and really follow the direction that I've always wanted to go in music.
Throughout your musical career, if you could pick out like just one moment within your career that stood out as like the highlight of it, I know it's pretty cheesy, but like the highlight of it, which one would it be?
Oh geez, that's a hard question. Why would you ask me that?
I don't know, it just popped out.
I guess the grand final for AFL in Sydney. That was pretty amazing. Like I remember just looking out and seeing.
Because the crowds there are like pretty full on.
They're huge, the stadiums are huge, and that was massive. That one, like, you know, like the other thing I remember about that performance is that we couldn't, you can't sing live because it's all been pre-recorded because, you know, it echoes too much because it's so massive. Yeah, that was pretty awesome, and I met some other artists who were performing on the grand final night, and it was just great, like to be, you know, a part of something massive, and that's going to be remembered, I guess, for a long time.
True. Now, if you had the chance to do like a collaboration with a particular superstar, which one would it be?
Well, I think it would be female, I guess. Who's someone that I'd really like? I'd love to work with either Alicia Keys or Beyonce, and male Usher.
Whoa. Beyonce, Alicia Keys, why?
Just because I love their music, you know, I really do appreciate their music. I think they're hard-working women who really put time into their craft, and with Usher, I've always had a crush on Usher.
Yeah, of course.
I
wasn't going to ask why.
And I've always been like, I think he's amazing. Look, you know, there's been a few artists that have come out that are kind of like him, but I think he's the real deal. I think he can really sing, he can really dance.
He's the Mac Daddy of it all.
Exactly, right? I mean, he's the first one that was there before anyone else, so yeah.
Now, you did a bit of acting as well.
Oh, yes, yes.
Tell us a bit about that.
This was like I think 2 years ago I was asked to play a part in a TV movie that was released in Australia called Sisters of War.
Yeah.
And I played a PNG nun.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's based on World War II and you know how PNG was kind of involved, well, was involved.
Una Maria wed, Cristo una Maria wed, Cristo una Maria wed, tu ina
Just acting, I really enjoyed acting. Like,
would you do it again?
I would definitely.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I've been taking lessons, acting lessons also on the side while I've been doing the album. I just love it. I think it's amazing to be on set with, you know, you have these like amazing backgrounds where, or you'll travel to an amazing like place. Like we were in the forest in the middle of Queensland, kind of right in there, and just amongst nothing, and you know we're like all dressed in like nun wear and just kind of running around in the forest, just you know acting obviously, but it was just great to be around other people who also you know love to be creative and act.
That's right.
Yeah, it's just it's great to be involved with other people. Most of the times I'm always on stage on my own, so to be like working with other actors, you know, some of them were singers also. It was a great experience for me. I'd definitely do it again.
Awesome. Now, this Sunday, are you performing? Are you getting up on stage doing anything for us?
On Sunday, yes, I will be doing something very special. I'll be singing my next single, By My Side.
Can't wait for it. So tonight is actually another big night for you. You're pretty busy here in Port Moresby at the moment. Tonight is actually another big night for you. You're performing over at the Cosmopolitan.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. I've been watching all, like once again, I always go on YouTube and watching, research. Before you get there, you've got to research about it. And I've just been watching video clips of all the amazing artists that you guys have had here. Yeah. It's incredible. I hope I can pull in that crowd. So please come. Don't make me feel like I'm alone on stage.
Well, there you have it, Paulini. You just said it. Tonight over at the Cosmopolitan, it's going to be massive. It's going to be rocking.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you very much, Paulini, for joining us on Moresby Tonight.
Thank you.
Wish you all the best with your new single.
Thank you.
And we'll catch you Sunday night on Vocal Fusion.
Absolutely.
Blessings.
Thank you.
Rightio, time for us to take a quick break. On the other side, Telikom up next. Rightio, welcome back. Time to talk Telecom right now. Tonight, we're talking affordable internet rates. Telecom recently announced a reduction on its retail internet rates. The more than 50% reduction has captured every internet user's budget, including you. Don't lie, you love it. Prepaid plans range from as low as 2 kina for a bundle of 30 megabytes to a whopping 5 gigabyte plan at 240 kina. Now that is crazy. Now the catch is you can double up your bundles and get the third one absolutely free. For instance, if you purchase a bundle of 50 megabytes for 3 kina and make a second purchase of the same bundle, you get the third bundle free, which gives you a total of 150 megabytes at a cost of only 6 kina. Ridiculous! There's also the postpaid plans for you business people out there who prefer usage per bandwidth. We've got the Velocity and Blazer plans. They're just right for you. To get more info on these plans, you can call into a Telikom sales office near you or dial 345-6789 and speak to one of our friendly customer care officers. And that's pretty much it for Telecom for tonight on In Moresby Tonight. Remember, Telikom PNG, your exclusive telecommunications provider for the 2015 Pacific Games. And don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and check our website updates on our products and services. That's about it. It's a wrap. We'll come back and wrap the show up on In Moresby Tonight. Radio, time to wrap things up on Moresby Tonight. It's been a great show. Had fun. Right now, like Paulini mentioned, it's happening over at the Cosmopolitan. Paulini will be dropping some of her old-time favorites and some brand new tracks as well. If you got nothing to do, head on over to the Cosmopolitan. She's already gone. So without any further ado, I gotta go. And before I go the Kumals, get those butties. Until then, take care. Good night.